Okay, we're back. Not sure why the stream crashed. Maybe I was... Yeah, tell me if you're back. The stream did crash for some reason. Not sure why it did. Trying to bring my stuff back at the moment. Check, check, check. Are we back? I think we're back. Not sure why it crashed. Was there too much awesome stuff going on and then it crashed? Hopefully Mark and Gabe come back. But thanks for being back, Stevie. So let's let's try to keep going. Gonna close a few of these over here. You are there. Okay, great. So let's do a little bit more gameplay, then we'll switch over to the arcade gameplay. So the stream crashed for some reason, so let's play again. Maybe we won't get an infinite combo this time. Smothering Tithe. Glorious Anthem. Well, we got some removal versus that creature. I know what... Actually, this is a very annoying deck to play with. They're going to play a turn 1 wall. Huh, okay, well, that's lucky. They're going to play a turn 2 wall, and then you're back. So, yeah, so I'm not sure what happened. We crashed for some reason. So this is a pretty annoying deck because it's very unassuming, but then it gets pretty strong pretty fast. And then here we have a counterspell mana up, which is fine. If they waste their counterspell here, then we have removal coming soon. And let's see if they go for it. If they Pele their commander already, no, they're missing mana. And then they, okay, Solemn, they're gonna go get their green mana. We'll play the Smothering Tithe so that we can do our own thing. This is gonna be interesting. They're gonna summon their commander next turn, and then suddenly that 0/5 is gonna be a 5/5. But we've got the Smothering Tithe to hopefully do stuff. So I've never played this card before. If an opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, you create 2 humans. Oh, that's a freaking alchemy card? Wow. You played yourself, opponent. I got a free creature and a treasure, so... Pro tip, never play freaking alchemy cards. Each creature you control assigns... Okay, so people don't play that one very often. Double blue... Guess I'll bring out my commander. Actually, I should have been careful about that. They had double blue. There we go. That's exactly what you want. Alright, so we'll block that turtle. Get something free. I'm worried that they have... Free Johnny's welcome. Okay. I'm worried that they have a counter spell. Nope, they're going to use up their defenses. Okay, so we've got a removal, double card draw off of that. Horrific. So let's get rid of their commander. But they'll be able to bring it back easily. 2 mana left. I guess we'll play the... Now let's play the Sunset Revelry. Nah, let's play the mana. I would rather play the fun card, but well, let's play a mana instead. Mana Rock. We won't attack there. Tithe Taker during your turn. Spells cost whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Afterlife. Yep. Okay. So they need 6 mana. Here it comes back. Hopefully they don't play a 1 mana. Single green mana. I bet you that's going to be a Snakeskin Veil or the Tameo Keeps Safe thing, because they're going to be able to give their creature hexproof. Let's see if it's not it. Oh, it's not it. Good. 3 mana. Yeah, let's do this one. So I finally will get to try this card out. Arena does it for you. So it made more creatures for me, it drew me a card, it did stuff. So if I was playing that card in person, I'd have to think about it. If an opponent has more life than you, gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, create 2 humans. If an opponent has more cards than you, draw a card. So basically all of those worked at once, and they have enough mana for their commander again. So, come on, removal. Or maybe make those angels. Ooh, that's gonna do stuff. So how about a Praetor? And my little 4/3 can take down a Elder Dragon. So as long as they don't remove Elish Norn, we'll be okay. Teo.
I am Teo. Let me be your shield.
Drawbridge, sure. That deck's pretty annoying. It's so efficient because there's so many walls. Look at that. There's so many walls that are just so low cost, and every time you cast a wall, you draw a card. So not even cast a card, not even cast a wall. As soon as a wall enters, you draw. Look at that. So much value out of that freaking commander. But at least with Elish Norn, we can put pressure. Three in the air. Get our commander for more shenanigans. Each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to whatever, so they'll just triple block with all of their walls and stuff. Yeah, we're still at a big disadvantage versus this opponent. They have lots of cards in hand, they have a lot of cheap walls they can play, they're going to draw a lot of cards, so this one will be tough. There we go. So, GG opponent. That's another one of those decks that's definitely... it's a waste of time to play against that deck. It's way too strong. So, moving on. So that we'll try to get 1 win out of this deck. 2 losses so far. Let's try to get at least 1 win off of this. So we got an infinite combo deck, and then we got an easy face roll deck. So not so good so far. That one needed definitely a Wrath. There's a couple of wraths in the deck. But all of those 0x walls were suddenly huge attackers, so no need to try to stick around. That was lethal, basically. Alright, Tauren's very efficient opponent, but we've got some removal. No ramp, but I've got removal. Froth is the opponent. We got some removal there. Good. Boo, another alchemy card. Get out of here with that opponent. Alright, 4th mana, come on. We have a 42% chance of drawing a mana. There we go. And we are playing Selesnya, so they might have artifact, they might have disenchant. So, nope, they don't have disenchant. Good. Next turn. Now they can also have pacifism, so if I take out my commander, it could get pacified, and that'll be a waste. Hopefully they don't have pacifism. If they have removal, then that's fine. Remember, our deck can do stuff even if it gets removed. No, nope, they're going to want their commander. Fine. Yeah, they're going to draft something out of their stupid alchemy book, but hopefully it's not too bad. Stupid alchemy cards. So overpowered. So the possible cards that they could get an Anointed Procession, Cathar's Crusade, Authority of the Consul, Sigil. See, it's so overpowered. Freaking worthless alchemy cards. Alright, well, let's see. What do we want to do here? If we play Shram's Expertise, we get a free Omen. Make more creatures. Maja is going to make more tokens. As soon as they get enough mana for Alish Norn, they'll see Vorinclex. Fine. Multiple blocking is a thing, no problem. What's the trick there? Whenever Eldritch Rider or another creature you control dies, put a +1. Fine, that's just going to keep getting stronger. We don't even need to do anything on that. Swift response will be an answer as soon as Vorinclex attacks. They're already at 9 life. Ranger class makes a little wolf. They have enough mana for the next chapter. Who cares? Sigardan Paladin, whatever. Yeah, they're going to attack with that 7/7 and I'll just remove it. Okay, they're going to do that. Who cares? Yeah, that's fine. They're dead. They'll probably attack with that 7/7 Vorinclex. Another alchemy card. Wow, opponent. I'm at 15. They're going to want to gain life off of that. Sure. Tapped out. Target creature gains double strike. Sure. Freaking alchemy card junk. That was gonna double strike life gain. So dumb. You may have target creature gain double strike, and then it lets you choose your opponent's creature. Wow. Alchemy was a mistake. Okay, anyway, well, we got one win out of 3 games. That's fine. Let's then try the other bit of gameplay that I had in mind. This is going to be a little bit of some setup. So what we need to do is, for the moment, I'm going to exit. Thank you. I'm going to exit Arena for the moment. Switch over to the other gameplay thing. And like I said, I haven't done this one before, so we'll see how it goes. And basically, we have this arcade. Where do I have it at? Whoops, sorry, I thought I had this ready to go. Yeah, just a moment, needs a little setup. So there are these so you can, oops, actually, wait, cancel that. I do have it there. Okay, good. There it is. So then we'll launch it. Then somehow, all right, so just bear with me a moment. I'm going to play this. Then that happens. Huh. Is that running? Oh, there it is. Okay. So okay. So then I will add it as, that's gonna act a little weird. Okay, so, well, we're figuring it out, but that's okay. So here I'm gonna add a new window capture, or let's give it a try here. Window capture. Capture that. No, wait, that's Explorer. Games profile. Let's give that a try for a moment. Doesn't seem right. Hold on a moment. Let's switch it over here. Window capture, video capture, game capture. Does that work? Capture any full screen app. That makes sense. Let's do that. And then switch back to the full screen game. Okay, how about we don't play it full screen? Can I take it out of full screen? Okay, almost there, maybe. Let's remove that. And then add window capture again. There it is. Okay, here we go. And then I'll just resize it a little bit. Sure. Okay, here we go. So everyone sees. Okay, and then also I need to plug in the controller. Everyone sees that this is virtual audio, blah, 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 Capcom, right? Plug in the controller. Now, did I need to have that plugged in before I started the game? You do see it. Okay, so just to be sure, let me do it this way. Well, we'll do it this way. We'll let the game play for a moment. You're gonna see what game this is right here. And also tell me how the volume goes. It might be loud, but tell me right here. So let's let this play for a moment. How does the volume sound on that? Does it sound okay? I guess I should have talked a little bit before I let it play, but hopefully we're getting one sounds good. Does it sound okay? Music sounds familiar? Yeah, it's gonna be familiar if you ever went to the arcades. All right, sounds good at this end. Okay, good. So we're gonna let this play for a moment. We're gonna let the demo play. Now here's a game that I guess it did come out in the US, but it was more famous in Japan and Europe. And here's a game from the arcades. So remember in the arcades, and this one came out in 1994 or something. Let's play the demo. So imagine you're walking in the arcades. All of you remember arcades. Everyone in this stream, I'm sure you've been to arcades before. So imagine walking across the arcades and seeing this game. No, not Altered Beast, but I can pull that one up too. This is a different one. Watch. I love this game. Never played it in real life, but I've played it emulated and it's amazing. Watch this. Good music, isn't it? This is Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire. This is a Street Fighter 2 type of game. I think that's loud on my end. We'll turn that down. This is a Street Fighter 2 style game. Is my controller properly working? No, my controller's not working. Okay, one moment. This is a Street Fighter 2 style fighting game. So we're going to play a little bit of this fighting game. And all of these characters are from the Darkstalkers universe. It's part of the Capcom. They have these various universes. Capcom has, of course, the Street Fighter universe, Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, etc. But they also have this sort of horror universe, Darkstalkers, and in there they have all these horror-themed characters, vampires and werewolves and succubi and Sasquatches and such. And it's a Street Fighter type of game with really cool animation, amazing music, and we're going to play this a little bit. My controller's not working, so let me switch over to... I needed to have it plugged in before the game, maybe. Just one moment. Let me see if I can get it to work. I have played this, but I haven't played it on the stream yet. So we're going to go to the settings, controller, enable joystick. It says my joystick is enabled, but why is it not? All right, so let's do this. Let's go to my input settings, player one. Oh, there we go. All right, so we'll say the up is up. Nope, it's not detecting it. Ugh. Okay, so let me do this. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Just one moment. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. So let me restart the game. Sorry, anticlimactic, but I needed to have. Let me. Okay, just to be safe, I'm just gonna close it completely. Plug in the controller, then launch the game again. Over here. Okay, and then go to my properties. The game is going to detect the joystick. All right, launch it again. And load. Just a moment. There we go. All right, let's just confirm the input is working. All right, there it seems. Okay, there we go. I just need to have it plugged in. I have to swap out the card cam. So we saw the intro. That's amazing. So you got to put 2 quarters in. Player 1. I'm just going to try a bunch of different characters. So let's start off. How's the volume now compared to my voice? I think it's a little loud, but you tell me. Oops, actually, no, the controller isn't fully properly detecting. Just one moment. So, okay, so up goes up, and then left and right. No, I think besides that it was good. So, okay, there we go. Here we go. So, we are Felicia, the cat girl, versus QB, the bee girl. So it's Street Fighter style things. But really cool, smooth animation. With several characters that have really cool animations. I have to remember the moves. You can also do cool stuff like this. Come on, my friend, help me! Yes! Banished her to oblivion. So does the music sound okay? Does my voice sound okay? Let's play it fair next time. Not! So, really fun game where you battle all of these horror-themed characters in some fun locations. You have these cool special abilities. Look at that, so creative. Now, of course, the characters can get the computer can get extremely cheap really fast. No. Special move on me. No. Hey. Play Fighter. So yeah, that's a classic game. What? Hey. Definitely, this is only the second opponent, and it's already the difficulty's already really ramping up. Come on, my friend, help me. Never ever question me again, or else. Fine. Switch over to a different character. The animation on this game is very smooth, and just the idea of these characters is really fun. Like this, I'm gonna be. Now they have different names in Europe and the US. In the US, this character is called Boletta, but in Europe it's Baby Bodyhood. Felicia is Felicia. So she's a little Red Riding Hood type of character. Oops, I'm fighting someone that is obviously very powerful. Frankenstein type creature. Just like your standard Street Fighter moves. But do yeah, she's got these cool assassin abilities. Oh, yeah, I got all my friends right here. Another assassination. Yeah, it's from Capcom, so it's definitely got that whole style of Street Fighter, but with just these hilarious characters, because obviously it's very believable to play as Ken or Ryu or Chun-Li or Guile, but then you play as Mummy Guy and Little Red Riding Hood Girl and Cat Girl and all of that. It's just so over the top. It's not that Anarchus is extremely complicated, it's just that I'm just having a lot of bad luck with the character, is what I would say. Anarchus is not. It's such a good character that I can't beat it. It's just that I'm getting bad. Let's do another character. Yeah. Next character. Oops, gotta put it in my quarters. Got a couple quarters in my pocket. Morgan is pretty. Morgan is a lot like. Yeah, Killer Instinct Gold. The gold one, right? This one's a lot. This one feels a lot to me like a Ken and Ryu type of character. Fireballs and the like. And you have a friend over here. And friend out on my illusion. Killer Instinct Gold on a Nintendo 64? I think I only played because there were two versions, right? There was regular Killer Instinct and then Gold. They were only on the N64. Yeah, we can do the too. Usually with other gameplay, right, I am much more talkative on this because it's so intensive to be in the game, then I might not talk as much. But we'll play this a little bit, and then we've got other arcade games. But that's what this is. This is MAME, the multi-arcade machine emulator. One thing that I notice with this fighting game a lot is that roll, which I can never really deal with much. I'm used to other games that it doesn't have that roll. Now this game's already like almost 30 years old, so obviously most games have a version of that, but that when they're down and then they roll out of the way forward or backwards, that one kind of always gets me, and I don't fully know how to do it. But we're doing okay so far. Until we get a cheap opponent. That is definitely an example right there. I'm trying to set up my kill, but then they have the they do the roll. So some of these scenes are some of these backgrounds are so over the top, aren't they? We're here on like a hell train. So kids and battle vampires. Tornado attack. On that one, she cries at the memory of her grandmother. The apple attack. Well, with this Ryu type of character, as you can see, I'm a little bit better. I like the fireball and the sort of Shoryuken sort of style. So Morrigan is a cool, for my favorite type of attacks. That's kind of a character that I like. One more. So we'll do this character over here, Sian Cole. Is this weird zombie girl that has the spirit of her dead sister with her, and some weird stuff. Huge blades and stuff. Can also reflect their powers back. I always like that kind of ability. Sort of a Spider-Man swinging around type of ability. So the strong kick and the strong punch are not the best. I always use those, but with her they're not best. Ninjutsu into victory. You can throw a big old bomb. It doesn't do anything. The bomb takes so long to blow up and it doesn't do anything. See, there's my sister. So her sister, she's got this. See how she's got a little. This is a Chinese character, and I don't know the whole mythology, but something about that note on your forehead is a way to like stop ghosts or something. I don't fully know, but on that is her sister. See how she turns into that little note, and her sister, part of her fighting ability, and do some fun thing like that. Bounce back their power. has like the long Elzen sort of big bump. Penguins have never looked so good. I didn't think I was going to win that one at all. You seem to be in high spirits, but are you okay? So one of the big bad guys is Dimitri. Teleportation powers. That's what I like. I like characters. I like characters that they can bounce back their. I like characters where you can bounce back the opponent's abilities. That's pretty funny. Juggling some knives. So what were the, did any of you play any fighting games at the arcades back in the day? Like you said, Killer Instinct. Oh yeah, Killer Instinct was in the arcades too, as I recall. And it's pretty fun how it's got the superlatives for the attacks and such. Oh, I was just saying, did any of you play any various arcade fighting games? I know you said Killer Instinct and such, but any other arcade games people played? So that was a little bit of that gameplay I was going to do there. There's other games in this thing too. If I exit, well, actually I've only got one set up at the moment, but I'm going to take a second break to move back a little bit more Magic gameplay, but just wanted to try that out one for a bit. That's the multi-arcade machine emulator. That's that. Okay, actually I need to check something here. There is an assignment that I set it on the wrong date. Just a moment. I might have set the deadline on this assignment at the weird time. Just one moment. While I'm getting this back on track, what did everyone think of that little bit of alternative gameplay than the usual? Some of that fighting games of yore. So supposedly week 10 deadline is wrong. Let me just check a quick thing here. It looks like the due date is the 10th, even though the module will be locked until the 11th. Week 10. Yep, there we go. Why is that set on the wrong date? This is that okay. So much to keep track of. Yeah, I think I set all of these the wrong date as well. So let me just take a quick check on that. Oh, okay. So, yep. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time. Go to that module. Fix this. I can't show this behind the scenes stuff. Sorry about. Yeah, I set this for a week. Due on April 10th, but it's not. The assignment is due on April 10th, but it's not available to even turn it in until April 11th. That was a little mistake there. Let me fix that. All right, so let me get back to the gameplay. A little bit more Magic gameplay. Okay, let's play this dragon deck a little bit more. So that arcade gameplay, I don't remember when, but sometime in the early 2000s, I became aware of that emulator, MAME, and I remember having computers in the early 2000s that couldn't really handle the emulation, because this takes the original code of the arcade games and emulates it on a computer. And so the complication is that the arcade hardware and software basically is specialized for running on a specific game. So even a powerful computer that is a multi-purpose type of computer, our laptops and desktops are basically multi-purpose. They do a little bit of everything. But the thing is that the arcade machines are specifically set up to do a specific thing. So I'm playing a Slivers deck, which is always a waste of time, but we'll give it a try here. They played 2 Shocklands. They're getting closer and closer. Oh, Slivers get a +1. Slivers are such a horrible deck. When you're doing one-on-one, it's too overpowered. If you're doing a 4-player game, it's manageable. Just keep building the board. Saying hello to me, we will say hello back. From California on the other side of the world. Where does the time go? Aw, oh, man. Destroying my poor Saga. And now, here we have the whole point of my deck. Now, they missed a land drop or 2. Sorry, opponent, but you are playing Slivers, so I'm not sorry. Next turn, next turn, what do we want to do here? What is this tapping doing? Oh yeah, Outlast, okay. Let's just bring out lots of tokens so that eventually Owl can plus them all. There's your 4th mana. Destroy. Okay, I know exactly what they're gonna do. So let's see if they destroy that. And then we'll give everything the +1. Yeah, 2 already, right? You destroyed my Saga, I'll destroy your Saga. And then we'll just go in with some token madness. A bunch of doggies and a bunch of knights. Double blocking a knight. It's so cheating to play as Slivers when you've got changelings. And then all of these Slivers have Outlast, so, oops, actually they don't come back to life. How does Outlast even work anyway? Other creatures you control have Outlast. Put a +1 on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Okay, so I think they thought they were going to be able to Outlast. I think they were going to be able to, thought they were going to Outlast as a... great. Right off the top, a freaking extinction event. See, Slivers are a mistake. Alright, can we do a cool finale over here? Nah, let's just bring this out. This is going to be a mistake. They're going to get so many free Slivers. Well, I guess if they attack, I'll double block. That's gonna cascade into something. So now Slivers have Ward 2. God, freaking Slivers are such a waste of time to play against. Nothing free casted. Good. Manjara, pretty cool. That's what I need. And they're done. Take that, the novelist. Write a story about your slivers. So I put out on Friday, I put out a one of those short videos. How's that video doing so far? It's the new so another new set of magic is coming soon, and so I put out the ranking the new mechanics. So Streets of New Capenna is the new set coming out. It has a gangster theme, and obviously an American gangster theme, I suppose. Obviously, magic is a rich multiverse of lands and planes and characters and such, but I'm afraid I have to say I don't love the flavor of this new set. It's all about, it's a style of US 1930s gangsters, and there's so many The Godfather references, so people that love that movie will love this set. But there's just so many references, The Godfather and Al Capone and all of those types, that whole genre, which I'm not a big fan of. Let's see, they have some sort of unsummon, sure. Primal Amulet. They range. They are definitely going to go back to the fantasy very soon. There's a bunch of new sets that are fantasy based, so those are coming. This one is definitely in that style of Art Deco. The art, there's some great looking lands and such, but it's definitely in that style of Art Deco, Al Capone, Godfather style. Don't think I don't see your Hall of Giants there, opponent. Don't think I don't see your land that comes to life. You have to pay 6 and it becomes a 7/7. They don't have 6, so we'll be okay. Now we do have the ability to get counterspelled, so let's see what we get here. If we play nothing, then there's nothing to counterspell. Let's do that. Goblins and treefolk and the merfolks and everything, yep. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery. Okay, who cares? We have Jin-Gitaxias, but am I just overrunning the opponent with good stuff here? That's game over. Well, you got to all your mana for Jin-Gitaxias, but opponent didn't do much else. So we are having another return to Dominaria soon. So we're gonna have 2 returns to Dominaria we're gonna have, let's see if we can find it easily. Probably not too, because there's something brand new on the Magic website every single day. But let's see if I can kind of maybe find it. Magic 2022 roadmap. Is that gonna be searchable? That's over. That's on MSN. Yarok. I hate that deck, and no removal, so no removal there. Alright, so for 2022, I'll pull this up in a moment. For 2022, quarter 1, we have Kamigawa. Check. Quarter 2, we've got Streets of New Capenna. Quarter 3, we've got Dominaria United. And quarter 4, The Brothers' War. So no core set this year. And 2... and 2 Dominaria focused. So the Brothers' War is related to Urza and Mishra. And hey, did they? Yeah, I was gonna say, did they misplay? No, they needed to play blue in order for that to work. Ugh, okay, so we need to play that. They're gonna landfall. They're gonna mill me. Doesn't really matter. That gets a +2. And a Roiling Regrowth. Wow, they're living the dream of... They're living the dream of so much landfall. Look at how big that crab is gonna be. There goes Elish Norn. Single black. Yeah, let's just get out our commander. Let's hear you. Also gonna triple landfall? Or did you already... That's a destroy. Oh well. Got a free removal spell. That's always cool. Let's see if we don't get this counter spell. No counter spell. Okay, and that's gonna be cast for free for 0, unfortunately. That's a waste. So I can't play that. Next turn, they have enough for Yarok. Hopefully I pull another removal spell. You're gonna destroy possibly... No, they have enough mana to destroy a bunch of things. Yeah, Casualties of War, of course, that's easy. And they're gonna play their land. Well, that was that removal. Alright, there's Yarok. Let's see how many amazing of these they get. That doesn't have an ETB, so that's cool. Right, so Yarok is definitely doing its thing. They have 2 cards in hand with 1,000,000 mana. And I'm very far behind. Even if I pull removal, that's probably going to be a 4 mana removal. Maybe it'll be a 3 mana removal. So what are they going to go get? They might get something good like a Bolus of Citadel for next turn. They might get something they can play right now for 3 mana. This didn't crash or anything, did it? Guess we're okay. I can't believe that they're really looking for something incredibly important. At least I have Invoke the Divine. So if they tutored for that, then whoops. There we go, more lands. They're definitely playing the paying for the tithe. One card in hand, no utility lands. I have enough blockers. Alright, so we just gotta play the long game here. If they don't remove that angel generator, I can start to make angels. I've got 30 life, so we'll be okay, hopefully. What is Cosmina doing over here? When a land enters the battlefield, if this is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Cosmina with an X+1s on it. Alright, so in theory, Cosmina can get big, I guess. Alright, so hopefully here we can start to generate some angels. $47 cards. Lich. So they milled me a lot, but I'm finally crawling back. One lone angel. They have that lich that lets them scry, so we have to be careful. Solemn. We get to go get a bunch of lands. Are we really gonna lose with that freaking crab? Ashaya in the graveyard. I'm sure they have a way to get it back, but Ashaya's trouble. Ah, the Yarok deck. So they're going to return Ashaya back to the hand. Another Great Henge. Okay, they can't cast it yet. And Ashaya, so there we go. I don't have Tormod's Crypt in this deck, and that would have definitely helped. Go get a target land, so I'm sure they're going to get 25 cards. I don't think we can do 22 damage. Plus they're getting, that's life gain there, so yeah, this is not worth it to keep going. They have way too many pieces, and it's just the land, so I don't know, they have too many pieces. Too much to have to deal with. They're going to play the Great Henge, that's going to draw them more life. It's going to play Ashaya, that's now a land creature, and then more milling, and as usual, playing a Yarok deck, it's a waste of time. It's one of those CEDH decks. On a 1v1, you have to be a, we got a new follow right there from, I wish I could read that, from Akas Master Jedi. Thank you for the follow right there. Hopefully you enjoy the channel. If you're here live, I appreciate you. If you're not here live, thanks for the follow. Hopefully you find some good stuff on my profile. Okay, so we got to turn to stone, and then virtue, omen, a lot of possibilities. Playing Demir, passing very suspiciously. Okay, next turn, I suppose. Let's make some tokens. And next turn, they can gain me some life. I think the opponent actually is missing land drops, so they might just concede. But that's always the case, isn't it? The victories are so hard fought, where the losses just happen. So I think they're missing a land drop. Yep, they're missing land drops. Okay, well, let's assume they've got a counterspell. 3, 4, 5 mana in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What will hurt losing more? Well, let's bait out something maybe. No, okay. I guess if I lose this, this is less worse. The intangible virtue, I think, is better to stick the landing. This one's a good one too, but virtue's better because it affects way more. Yeah, opponent, I think you're having a lot of bad luck. See, there it is. There's the counter spell. There you go, you got your third land. Amazing. And then this is going to take 10 years to figure out what they're going to do. Yep, that comes to life. No problem. This one's always funny. So, let's do that. If they take the two face up, if they take the face down one, if they think it's like, okay, they took the face down one, that's fine, because then they're just going to destroy Ao, which is fine, because then it, well, we'll set up Ao soon enough. Let's, just set more of that up. If they get their 5th mana next turn, they'll most likely do their commander. I don't think they'll waste their Eldest Reborn yet. Nope, tap land. Passing with a bunch of open mana, fine. Demir, opponent, you are quite obvious. Yep, they're looking at that commander again. Thanks. Just trying to keep this going. If they're holding on to a counterspell to counter my commander, I have other things to do. What about Gabe? Are you still around, or did you the wings made you sleepy? We're about to get to 11 p.m., so probably that would be a good time anyway to... That's a few hours of gameplay. We might wrap it. It's 10:58 for me here, so we might just, after this game, be a good time for wrap up. I'm definitely playing against an opponent that perhaps is a little bit newer. They play the deck very slowly. I doubt they're figuring out amazing stratagems. Say, I am good, and thank you for the follow earlier. Welcome to the stream. If you found my YouTube channel from searching Magic Decks, welcome. If you found my stream or my channel for the other stuff, welcome. I do the Magic gameplay every Saturday. I've got a YouTube channel where I put various decks out there. A Cass Master Jedi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So welcome to the stream. How are you? Alright, the opponent is passing with a lot of counterspell magic. Whatever will happen. Alright, let's see if we can get this to work. So we'll play this. They will counterspell that. That's fine. Maybe. Probably not. It's not a great card to counterspell. We'll try to play that. Who cares? If they counterspell that, who cares? That will tap them out. Yes, Brawl. This is Brawl. This is my #1 favorite way to play Arena. So, this deck is a mono-white tokens deck. Gains a lot of life, makes a lot of tokens, and it's using one of the newest Kamigawa dragons. Ow, the Dawn Sky. When it dies, it gives all your tokens +2/+2. Amazing. Or it lets you play something for free from your deck. So it's been a fun card so far. Playing my opponent. It's zombies, maybe, but not really. I don't really see a lot of zombie action happening so far. And I'm kind of overwhelming the opponent a little bit. I have a lot of favorite decks on this. I've got another one. Maybe I'll play the other deck that's more of my favorite. Oh man, everything gets killed. Oh well. So we'll do one of these. Oh well. And we'll try to play this. Let's foretell it away, and then if that gets counterspelled, who cares? We'll just bring it back. Wow, look at all those counterspells on the opponent. Great job. But you'll see what happens once you tap out. So my main favorite deck that I have here in Arena is this mono white artifacts deck. You play an artifact, you get its ability, then you sacrifice the artifact, you get another better artifact. It's a fun mental puzzle. Okay, there you go. So it's going to pass with 3 counterspell mana. So we definitely are going to get a counterspell here. So let's see if they... Yeah, they're going to counterspell this, which I guess is fine, but then that's less counterspells for them. Although I could play... Yeah, let's make them use this counterspell here. Let's do the math on this. For 2, I guess just 2. Come on, opponent, you got a counterspell. We're gonna get... Oops, okay, we got some 5/5s, so okay. They'll probably play their... Okay, they have 1 murder spell. Fine. Then next turn they'll play that Eldest Reborn. They'll kill by 5/5. Then they'll be tapped out, and then I guess I'll play... I guess the best thing for them, yeah, they're gonna play Eldest Reborn on that, because that's gonna be 5 damage in the air. Meter. Okay, that's a good one. That taps them out, however. So what are they going to bounce back? They're going to return 1 thing, so they're going to bounce back the angel, and then it's going to die, which I guess is fine. So then as for me, if I play Owl, they'll kill it with the Eldest, but then I can play something for free, but it might not be too impressive. So I think it might be better just to exile. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 mana, so they'll be able to replay the Scarab God pretty easily. So do here? Servo exhibition. Maybe I can just, yeah, maybe I'll just go wide. I'll just make more things here. Ashiok, Nightmare Muse. I think I have an Ashiok deck on my YouTube channel. I know you did a follow on YouTube, a sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. So I do have an Ashiok. I'm 99% sure I have an Ashiok deck on my YouTube. If you go check it out too. Well, the opponent is pretty far down. Wow, they get to destroy one of my creatures. They're going to bring back something from the graveyard. That's a good spell. They have 2 counter spells. We'll say nope to that. We'll play a mana rock there. And now we know they don't have a counterspell. Blue is really fun, definitely. I like blue-black and black-white and mono-black the most. I'm playing mono-white at the moment, but black is more of my favorite. Oops, they're gonna make cool stuff from the graveyard. Definitely Control does great things. Okay, well, this is pretty strong here. The opponent ended up playing a bunch of counter spells to get to an advantageous point, so we might be in trouble. They're going to start to bring stuff back from the graveyard. They're going to bring back that removal spell. That'd be the easiest. Nope, one of those oracles. Fine, that's going to be some card draw. Yeah, the tide is turning here. If they pass with counterspell mana, that's going to be pretty annoying. I would like to, but we're disadvantaged at the moment. They have card advantage, they have mana, they have the Scarab God. They have a lot of big creatures, so I don't have enough to see right there. They have 2 blockers, although it did auto tap for them their living land. And then that's not helpful, so okay. We just gotta rush in, but it's gonna be very hard fought. They have too much advantage. They also gain some life off of... Yeah, they gain life off of the Scarab God, so I didn't get any removal. They're gonna start to turn things around, so they have a counter spell. I'm gonna try to cast my commander. They're gonna have a counter spell. Vasquez Content. Okay, well, they wasted that. That's fine. Although it got them more life. We're gonna have removal for that. Then I will try to get something for free off of Owl. Then it turns back to them with a bunch of mana and counterspell, so we'll see. But so then the hostage taker. So there we go. GG opponent. So yep, they did enough control until then they had inevitability. So that was they had too much. Alright, let's play, as I was saying earlier, the mono-white deck artifacts for a little bit, and then I guess we're getting to the end of today's stream. But, we'll see if we can have one final win with this. This is one of my favorite decks that I built here. Just a lot of fun mind games that you play with artifacts and you do fun stuff. People love, I kind of feel I've been seeing that deck so much, so that Tatsunari Toad Rider is actually 3 colors. So we'll try to do our thing. Hopefully no removal on that. Alright, turn 2, Gargoyle, gain a life, trade it for 3 mana, probably the Celestus. Okay, good. But then they have black mana next turn. So we will gain a life off of that. Trade that in. Maybe by that time they will see, oh, I should remove their commander. But I will get the Celestus in order to mana ramp. Next turn I have enough mana for the Gilded Lotus. If they don't kill my commander, I can do something vicious next turn here. Well, not as vicious as I would like. God Pharaoh's statues in my hand. Whoops. Alright, so anyway, if they don't kill my commander, I can still do something cool. Beneath the Sands. Okay. Paradox Engine. Paradox Engine's in this deck. Yep. Is that one's 5 mana. So here's the idea with this deck. You put one artifact into play and then use it to tutor another artifact. So I'm gonna trade out a 5 mana artifact into an Immortal Sun. Like that. So we'll invite Evil Mage. Okay, there we go. So you got your commander, very good. Double mana for something. Brainstorm, all right. Still have 1 black mana for something. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Prophet of the Peak. Prophet of the Peak, which will then let me trade into a Meteor Golem and then wreck the commander. And I would love to have a Panharmonicon. Okay, single black mana, please don't remove. Opt. Okay, fine. So that's the game plan next turn. Play the Prophet. Oh, it's just in my hand. Okay, beautiful. I'll just play it directly. But it uses all my mana. Well, it's in my hand. Okay, anyway, so yeah, play it. Okay. Next turn, they need 5. They have 5 mana to resummon their commander. If they resummon their commander, I'll just kill it. Oops, they're gonna Doomblade that. Who cares? You should have Doombladed my commander, but joke's on you. Okay, so then we will play a God Pharaoh statue. Now your spells cost 1,000,000 mana. Whoops. And then we'll oh, I should have attacked so that then they think I've got a combat trick, but I can still make them think I've got a combat trick. It's in my hand here. Opponent. Nope, fine. Didn't fall for it. Now what I want to do is play a 2 mana artifact. Come on, 2 mana artifact. If I can play a 2 mana artifact, I can go trade it for a mirror box. If I play a mirror box, then I can have double legendaries on the field. I have lots of 2 mana artifacts in this deck. Oops, reality chip. That's pretty good. That if when you equip it, you may play lands and spells from the top of your library when it's equipped. Pausing for something. They have blue and black, so maybe a combat trick. Ninjutsu. Okay. Thief. What are they gonna steal? Make a treasure. Okay. No big. Okay. Well, treasure is good. Wouldn't really want to waste it on this, but let's get rid of that. And then trade this for a 4 mana. We can go get the Solemn, which gets us a land, plus a blocker, plus it's nighttime. So it's not exactly a controlled deck, but I am able to kind of go get what I need when I need it, usually. And then with the Aether Flux Reservoir, that does cool things. I was going to say, didn't they already play that card? Yeah, they bounced it back with Ninjutsu. And they have 3 mana in total. That's a 0/4. I should have blocked it. Well, never mind. I'll just trade the Solemn for something else. Combat trick here, a 0/4. Ninjutsu that, wow. And then you'd Ninjutsu what? Ugh, that's a freaking alchemy card. Got a land, okay, fine. So, oops, there's the Sculpting Steel. Okay, so the idea here is if I had a 3 mana, if I had a 2 mana, thing, it would do such cool things. But anyway, let's put that onto the battlefield. Then we will put that onto the battlefield. Scry doesn't do anything. That's my 2 mana thing. And then we'll sacrifice the Solemn into a 5 mana thing. What do we want for 5? Usually, oh, that's what we want, the Paradox Engine. Usually when people see the Paradox Engine, then they rage quit. Although I don't really have any useful Paradox Engine targets at the moment. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana. Plus a flyer for Ninjutsu. Now, I gotta be careful here. Don't play the Sculpting Steel. So the best thing will be if I do the 2 mana. Yep, definitely another Ninjutsu card over here. If I get a 2 mana artifact, I can go get Mirror Box, and then with Mirror Box in play, then I can Sculpting Steel and then do double God Pharaoh. So what's the damage here? When you do destroy target creature or planeswalker. Oh man. Fine. You got scared of a 6/6. That's fine. That's not the problem. Does that do it every time? Whatever deals combat damage to player, you may discard a creature card when you do. Okay, they still have 1 creature. Ugh, I can't believe I'm getting all of this. Yes, that's pretty annoying. Okay, well, they're gonna... There we go. That was good. That ninja was just gonna kill whatever. 6 mana. That can paradox. That can do Paradox Engine stuff. So double draw from the... They might be out of... No, they still have 1 more ninjutsu card. Oh, I guess not. Okay. And now that's gonna steal stuff. What an annoying deck. Okay, and I've also top decked like lands 4 turns in a row, so hopefully finally something good. Not really, and not really. Okay, well, let's try this. We're gonna Paradox Engine, so that'll give us free mana. Okay, that'll do things. Planar Bridge. Just go directly to the Planar Bridge and get the removal. We need to remove Nashi. Where's my removal? 3 mana removal right here. No more mana. Alright, so they have 2 cards in hand. This Liberator, I'm going to have to block it and then lose a turn. If I don't block it, their stupid alchemy ability will do its thing. I'll lose a turn with Oswald. Alchemy was a mistake. Cyber Siphoner Flash. This costs 2 less. When this enters, return target instant or sorcery to your hand. Ugh, what are they gonna go get out of the... That's another freaking alchemy card. They're gonna get the Doom Blade out of that. So, see, I'm telling you, freaking alchemy cards are just broken and a mistake. It's just so easy to play those cards. Yep, there's a Doom Blade that's gonna kill my commander. And then they're gonna hit me with that other alchemy creature and get something for free off of that. Such obvious gameplay with that. With that deck. With those cards. Alright, well, the opponent's a very, very slow player, so as they play, let's talk in the chat there. Tell me a topic, say a question, do something, so that while we wait for the opponent to do their thing. I just have a handful of lands, and they have very slow play and all of that, so what should we talk about? Now we have Umezawa. They're probably out of mana for the moment, so really nothing good in hand. Alright, so here's how we do this. We're gonna tap the... and then they're done. Okay, fine, that's it. Kamegawa, Draft is okay, whatever. I'm not too into it, but the spells and the creatures are cool, and the design is cool. Doesn't really feel like a magic set because it's too cyberpunk. And people will say, well, because of the multiverse, magic can be anything. And there was original Kamigawa, which was ancient ninjas, but now we have future ninjas. It's There's some fun things here and there. Um, I do feel that you can make some cool build around cards, and the aesthetic is cool and such. So, okay, well, at this point, we can finish things up with a final victory here, and be back next time. I did I think last week I said I was going to release that Fallen Empires video. Instead, I released that deck video. So now this Monday, I'm going to release the Monday California time. I'm going to release that Fallen Empires video. It's pretty much done. I just need to put the finishing touches on it, and it's fixing Fallen Empires. So that'll be a fun look through some vintage cards and making them better for the modern generation. And that's coming on Monday. Hopefully people saw the... There's also a poll. Let me put this poll in the chat. If people didn't vote on it yet, I've got a poll on my YouTube. If people go to that, it should go to the YouTube chat also. Oops. Let's put it over here for Twitch. Did that backwards. Oh no, there it is. I guess it's also there on Twitch. So yeah, there's a poll right there, and that video's coming on Monday. So thanks everyone for coming to hang out. Have a good rest of the week. Be on the lookout for that video. Don't forget to like it and thumbs up it and all that good stuff. And I'll be back for some more gameplay next time, and there's other stuff throughout the week. So have a good rest of the week, everyone.